I'm WSA 9 Weather Watch meteorologist Topper Shutt. Well, we're still tracking Ian. Now, by the time we get into, say, Thursday morning at 6 o'clock, it'll be a Category 1 barely, and it's sort of in the center of Florida. Now, we'll curve and go back out to sea. That is noon on Thursday. By the time we get into, say, 2 p.m., it becomes a tropical storm, a high-end tropical storm. I mean, you know, winds are 65 miles per hour, so there's still going to be some problems on the east coast of Florida with probably 12 hours of tropical storm force winds. Then by the time we get into, say, Friday morning and Friday afternoon, it makes landfall again, Georgia, just north of the Georgia-South Carolina border. So that'll be its third landfall. So western Cuba, Fort Myers area, and then South Carolina. By the time we get into like Friday afternoon, by the time it's making its third landfall, it'll be throwing clouds our way. And by the time we get into Saturday, it's going to be throwing rain and showers our way. No doubt about that. So look at some of these peak wind gusts. Crazy. Cape Coral 140, Fort Myers 100, Punta Gorda 124, Sarasota 87, and St. Petersburg 77 mile per hour wind gusts. And that's just what we have right now. So let's talk about the scale. So it was a Category 4 when it hit. Winds were 150, so it wasn't far off of a Category 5. That's a monster storm, though, with winds. Remember, it had sustained winds of 150. It had winds gusting to 180. That's crazy. So that's our second major hurricane of the season. So here's a forecast. This is a computer model, snapshot in time. Thursday morning, winds could still be gusting 40 to 60 miles per hour from Jacksonville to Orlando. So no, these guys didn't have the brunt of the storm, but they're going to feel the effects. Now, tropical storm force winds will pull some shingles off your roof and could pull siding if it's not put on right. By noon, winds could still be 50 miles per hour Daytona Beach, 47 in Jacksonville, and then by Thursday afternoon, the storm pulls offshore. Now it's like a nor'easter with northeast winds, still to 50 in Jacksonville, still to 43 in Orlando. Now, by Friday morning, it's moving slowly out to sea, about to curve back. So now we got winds almost 50 from Savannah down to Jacksonville. So it's not done with winds, but it's at least weakening. So that is good news. That storm surge forecast was 12 to 18 feet around Fort Myers. That is crazy. We don't have any confirmation of just how high it was. We hope to get that on Thursday. And also, we have a storm surge forecast, you know, up to 3 to 5 feet for Jacksonville, Savannah, Charleston, all the way up to the South Carolina, North Carolina border. All right, so rainfall is going to be a problem. We talked about that in addition to, you know, tornadoes and flooding. So we've got, you know, through noon on Thursday, we've got, you know, 2-3 inches of rain up to 8 inches in Orlando. And then we take you all the way through into Saturday morning. And now we have, you know, 8 inches Orlando, 8 in Daytona, 9 in Jacksonville. And, you know, you see this white area, that's kind of the bullseye of more than 10 inches. And we see 2 areas around Winter Haven and kind of in between Daytona Beach and Jacksonville. So that would lead to massive, massive flooding. Okay, so Ian made landfall around 3:05 near Cayo Costa, Florida, as a Category 4, winds 150. Highest wind we could find, yes, the gust was 140 at Cape Coral. And will Ian affect us? Yes. Ian's going to send clouds our way on Friday and rain and showers over the weekend and probably Monday and probably Tuesday too. So European model is going crazy. It says 2 to 6 inches of rain in the metro. The GFS says 1, maybe 2 inches. So they're really different. I mean, this is the European model, has measurable rain in Friday night, which could affect your Friday night plans. Has about 1 inch downtown at 1 o'clock on Monday and 2 inches to the west. You're like, okay, that's not bad. But look what happens between 1 o'clock Monday and Wednesday. It has this huge slug of moisture, 3 inches D.C., 6 inches in Leesburg, 7 inches in Martinsburg, and 7 inches in Culpeper. I think that's a little overdone, but if you have a flooding basement, you should take some precautions on Thursday and Friday. You got 2 dry days ahead of you. The American model, much different, obviously. I mean, by 12:30 Saturday, we've got 3/4 of an inch downtown. And by the time we get into Monday, 1 inch, less to the north, maybe 2 inches in Culpeper. Look what happens on Monday, 1 o'clock to Wednesday. Nothing changes. It just simply doesn't have that second slug of moisture. So, again, if you have flooding problems, you should take some precautions. Temperatures are going to go down, 70 on Thursday, 69 on Friday, and 66 on Saturday, upper 60s Sunday, and also into Monday. So again, we're going to feel the effects of Ian. The question is, are we going to just see rain and showers, or are we going to see massive flooding? Right now, we're just leaning toward rain and showers on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and the morning on Tuesday, but stay tuned.